Well, I just got a little rain last night. My little step stool's just in the way. A little 99 Mercury. So somebody has taken the little tag off of it. So we don't even know what year, any of that. So I did look up one online, just to try to get some ideas, but we got a kill switch over here. Do you have a stop switch here? I don't know if this doesn't work because we got some chafing in the wiring here. So I just got it disconnected. And then somebody has put, let's see if I can get this off. Whoa. Hang on. So hang on, Snoopy. Snoopy. There we go. So we got a little leak there. That's not a big deal. This is almost the right. This must be some aftermarket crazy power pack. It doesn't even line up with the hole over here. So, and then I unplugged this. We checked our stator and our trigger. And see, on the stator the resistance was it's like it was just out, right? And it wasn't producing. I don't think it was. It was only producing like a half a volt or something. And then the trigger should be like producing, say, I think it was like 10 to 25 volts, something. I can't remember. Anyway, I had to look it up. It was like 10 to 25 volts, and then there was like 180 to 400 volts on the other side, which is like dependent on how many RPMs, how many times that magnet's going around. Anyway, nothing. So, we got a bad stator, we got a bad trigger, and we got a bad power pack. And so we got to do some tests before we order parts. I want to take these off and so that we can match up, make sure I get the right, because I don't know the actual year of this motor. I have to see what they have, already. And apparently, hopefully, it was somebody else that had the correct parts. But we can look and see if we have OEM parts, we have aftermarket parts. But we need to take this apart first because we gotta, you get the idea. Which means we're gonna have to dress this. So maybe, because this, you could take this apart up here and you can kind of leave it. But then this is attached through the, your rope start is attached so this is an electrical engine. He asked me to look at this rope. So yeah, it does look, it looks kind of, I don't know, chafed. I don't know if we'll replace it, but I'll give him a price on that. Yeah, so anyway, it's just best to just disconnect the fuel lines and take this whole piece. And then I can address this. I can get it on a bench. Unless it'll turn. See, they're plastic, so you almost gotta like unscrew them or whatever. See, this one's just gonna break. So the best thing to do is get it off. Yeah, anyway. And if you ever break one, because they're kind of pricey, let's see if I can explain this. So, like, you're pumping up the bulb, right? So you're pumping it into here, so you're gravity feeding into here. And it's kind of like gravity fed because of that. This is the pump. Can't see it because it's all dirty. So that's not part of the job, is that ultrasonically clean the carb. But I'm gonna do a carb job. But the pump is pumping it into the carburetor bolt. So You know, there it is. Try to explain that. So don't go and get an inline filter on this. You could try it, but I'm thinking you have to like, it has to have, it's got to be gravity fed into here, and so the bowl's filling up, and once the bowl fills up, then it has nowhere else to go, but the pumping action is pulling from the bowl. So you kind of almost have to have this set up. This breaks, just get another one. All right, so enough of that. Enough talking. I'm going to have to get all this stuff off. But I got a bunch of projects going on today, so I don't know. And I want to get to the 950. Like, I've got planned up. I'm going to put a pole on the boat. And then on the boat, we'll just shoot here. Maybe I'll just do a time lapse. So anyway, got that going. And then I also got, I've got to fix one of my switches on this boat, on my boat, at the very front. And I also want to add in a fuse for the hydrowave that I got back from T&H Marine. So, and I haven't installed that yet, so I got to get that installed. And then I listed my boat that's over here that Donald's brought me to help me get rid of. If I get time, I might tinker with it. I thought about it a little bit. I might, you know, just at least see if the motor runs, because, you know, then we can for sure get what we think we should get out of it. Really, like, the trailer needs to be painted. I mean, it's a project boat, so somebody that's really into doing like little projects and fixing up this boat, I mean, it's a cool boat, you know. I mean, it really is. So, you know, the floor, probably somebody big got in the floor, and that's why it kind of flexes a little. It's not broken. So, but you could add in some more fiberglass on top of that fiberglass and strengthen it up, man. It'd be amazing. Amazing. It would be amazing. Yeah. Anyway, we're being silly now. So I guess what am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing today. Other than what I just talked about. I got to get my truck fixed. My Dodge is about to give me a fit. Of course, Nashville drivers, so I had a beauty piece up here and a driver hit me, so now we're down to that. But we got some intermittent short somewhere where this thing, check, you left these out here, where it'll start up and run, but then, you know, it's like just turns off, just to shut down. So I've checked all my grounds. I'm still going through grounds because on the steering column it gives me a C code, chassis code, I guess. Anybody knows this, man, out there, let me know what to do, because so it's 2733 is the code that gives me on the dash, and then there's an AAO2. I don't know what the AAO2 is. I have no idea, and I don't know what the 2733 is because I looked it up. So all I know is a chassis code. So I've been looking at all of this going to the chassis. Maybe somewhere we can figure out that this thing is draining the system or something's happening, causing the computer to just shut down. Or the computer, I don't think the computer's going bad. I really don't. I don't know this, but it's weird because when it does start back, it just like starts right back up. So we're just rambling this morning, I guess. Anyway, we'll see you guys next time. I don't know. Or you'll see me next time. Okay, we got the stator off of that little 2 horsepower or 9.9 horsepower and switch box. And here's the trigger. I guess I should leave up there. Anyway, so no numbers on this. Of course, this looks like some aftermarket thing that who knows. Didn't even line up with the housing. And then we got, this one did have a stamp number 86617A7. So then I looked at my book, and yeah, I don't know. Doesn't have a serial number. There's no model. You know, we know it's a 9.9, and we do know that we got a two magnet flywheel. If I could talk. Why can't you talk? 'Cause too dumb. Anyway, got a two magnet flywheel, so you got to get the right dealy bobber, you know, the trigger and the stator and the switch box for this to power. And the next thing we need to check is make sure that both of these are good, which usually they are. It's very rare that they go bad. It's kind of rare they go bad. Anyway, so hey, first off, so I had, you know, I was really kind of trying to figure this out. So I just this morning I called CDI Electronics and talked to Brian. Hey Brian, you're a lifesaver, man. You helped me figure this out. You know, between my catalogs and things, I was looking at the different ones and trying to figure out, okay, well, what in the world is happening here? So we figured out the part numbers, and so now just, you know, hopefully he wants to do it. So got to give the guy some prices. It's expensive. If you want to, expensive, man. If you want to get the, you know, OEM CDI, that one, they're pricey. If you know, you got two options. You can do CDI or you can go with the Jetunit, which I've used and they work. So, you know, it's an option for a guy if you want to spend a lot less money. And then you don't know what'll happen. Of course, you don't know what'll happen anyway. But we did get them ordered, and so I don't know if I wanted to say that or not. You know, because it's kind of like, all right, on one hand, okay, I want to just put CDI or I want to put Mercury parts on this thing. Okay, that's what I want to do. That's just what I want to do. OEM, like, don't worry about the aftermarket. But then, you know, you got to balance budgets. So, like, hey, if you know, a guy's going to spend 3 times the amount of money versus half the money, you know what I mean? Like, it gets to a point where it's like, man, I'm just, for a little 9.9, man, I'm just going to spend as little as I can spend, you know, and then, like, if it don't, then I'm done with it, you know. If it only runs another year or two, hey, great. It's probably going to run a lot longer than that. A lot longer than that. I mean, that one, I don't know. It's probably went 10, 15 years. So, you know, you get 10, 15 years out of the use of something. That's a pretty good deal, I think. So, all right. Yeah, so anyway, that's what the guy's going to do. So, sorry, CD guy, for, like, telling me what it is. And then I had to go ahead and order it and buy it from somebody else. You know what I mean? It's business. They understand. You know, now if he's doing it every day, it'd be a different story. But this one threw me for a loop because, hey, there's no numbers anywhere on anything. You know, usually you got a number, or you have some kind of indication of something else that's a number that you can figure out. Oh, this is what it is. You know, like a serial range. See, this is not even, you know, I don't know. They said that, I mean, you can match up a number like for the cylinder head, crankcase. We could do that if we absolutely had to. Anyway, I'm rambling on now. So, thanks for watching.